Sorry about that. The whole computer we're streaming from just decided to work.
I've never had that happen before.
Hopefully we haven't missed much.
Yeah, that was the end of it. No Last of Us 2.
Unless we missed all of it.
E3 pointless. Where the... I spoke Birch, yeah, I don't think they showed it. PC and Xbox 62, you're autistic. Why Sony? Sony won. Super fan plays in there. Sonic won. No Bloodborne, please give me Kingdom Hearts 3. That sucked. I do agree. That was kind of weak.
What's that?
Oh, it's Josh. Hey man, what's up? No, we did. We actually just got done. We're about to hop on Skype. My computer crashed just at the end of the Sony thing. Alright. I'll talk to you real soon, okay? See ya. That was Josh. What are you... No, man.
Oh.
No, give me a ring.
You shouldn't call him by his real name. We're live.
It's the first thing that came up because... came into my mind because that's his name in my thing. Excuse me.
You can close out of Twitch now.
Hey, man. Yeah, we're here.
Well, that was interesting. Not what I expected, but not bad. You know, like I said, but it's not. The more you're I want to hear you guys what you thought of it first. I'm always doing first hand.
I honestly had a lot of mixed opinions on it. There was, what was that zombie game?
Days Gone.
Days Gone looks really nice. The Shadow of the Colossus, you might know, is that supposed to be a sequel?
None. Seriously, they what, they have Last Guardian? Like, you need to do what? They can do Ico, whatever next?
Yeah.
I mean, those are great games, but dude, it looked almost the same damn thing.
Yeah.
HD didn't do anything to make that thing look almost better, in my opinion. I was not impressed. I was like, that's a waste of assets right there.
So it's supposed to be a remake?
It's supposed to be a remake then?
It's just a redo. It's an HD remaster. Is all it is.
Oh, you mean we got that on the PS3 already? So why are they doing it again?
Then there was, of course, Skyrim VR.
Skyrim VR, how do you feel about that?
So sick of Skyrim, dude. I'm just sick of hearing about it, period. It's fine. I mean, it's great for the VR. I'll tell you what I noticed, though. Did you notice every single VR title they showed, it got less and less response?
Yeah.
People don't give a fuck.
Well, everything seemed like it got less and
Not
less.
fucking gimmicks. That's it.
The thing also I noticed, they never gave anyone the time to clap either. Like, there was like a split second before it was over.
But
And
you
it's
saw
in
a very lukewarm response to all the VR titles. From Star Child and all that shit. There was no need. You know what I'm saying? I know what they're trying to do. They're trying to make VR become the big thing. It ain't gonna. It's not even close. Not even close. And Uncharted, I mean, I'm not an Uncharted fan. I'm a Tomb Raider fan because Laura's a fucking straight up killer compared to freaking Drake. You know what I'm saying? So I like Tomb Raider, and I wanted to see Shadow of the Tomb Raider. So when I get my PS4, I ain't buying any Uncharted games. I don't like the Uncharted series, period.
I honestly didn't like them at first either, but then I started playing the first one. I actually found myself enjoying it much more than I thought I would.
I have, I list the no-shows, no Resident Evil 2 remake, no Shenmue 3, no Devil May Cry 5, and no Metal Gear Survive. Big disappointment.
There was no Last of Us 2, was there?
No Last of Us 2 either, was there?
No, there was no Last of Us 2. You're right, but Days Gone looks good enough to hold that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can easily deal with it because it has the human factor and the zombie factor, which
Can't forget Final Fantasy Fishing.
Oh yeah, what about Final Fantasy Fishing?
That was the stupid. I hate fishing. That was the dumb thing. I do with Monster Hunter was I think Capcom asked that you got to show us the Monster Hunter world because as soon as you had the Jawbone sword, I'm like, and no Bloodborne 2. Everybody said, oh, it's gonna be Bloodborne. No, there's no Bloodborne 2 either. So overall, I mean, God of War looks sweet. I was definitely. It showed a lot more of, like I said, it's showing the combat and stuff, and I mean, I'm still very, very interested in that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm buying for God of War, but also I'm buying it for Days Gone. I'm buying it for, Shenmue 3 will be out until next year, so I mean, it's coming. Thank God, it's coming early 18, so we're talking about like March or April next year, which gives me time. Right now, I think Microsoft has a stronger lineup.
Detroit Become Human looked pretty good.
Yeah, Detroit Become. What did you think about?
I had no interest in it at all because it is just to choose whatever you want to do kind of thing. You don't really get to. It's like a Telltale thing. What do you want to do? Be a pacifist. Hide behind the car. Do it this way. You know what I mean? Like the story's going to go one of three ways. That's just like a choose your own adventure shit. I can't take that. I'm not a fan. And David Cage and Quantic Dream have always been like that, man. You know what I'm saying? Press X to Jason. That's all I got to say about that. Seriously.
Spider-Man.
What about Spider-Man? What'd you think of that?
That looked good. I just wish they'd fucking make them. I don't like the white spider on it, man. Why
It grew on me as the trailer went on.
I'm like, hopefully, like I said, I mean, I did. It was like Arkham meets Spider-Man.
That's exactly what I said.
So, it was good though. I would play it. I was very, I was entertained. I was like, oh, this is really. I mean, the whole thing that, Fisk and Kingpin, Kingpin was in it. I was like, oh, wow, cool. So they got Kingpin. So obviously, I don't know if he's going to be the main enemy of the game and stuff, but it seems like it's its own independent story. That wasn't Todd Holland or whatever, right? Was it? Spider-Man or whatever? That wasn't the guy from the movie, was it?
I don't know. I don't know. I couldn't recognize the voice of.
I mean, I just couldn't get over the white. Why is it white? It should be black. If it was black, I would have been like, that's it. Perfect. Otherwise, I'm still buying it. Spider-Man is something I would buy, definitely, without a doubt. Way over, like, the new Uncharted crap. Fuck that crap. I was not interested in that at all. I was like, no.
I couldn't even hear anything because that entire time they didn't have audio.
To be shot. Because their sound guy was recording from right standing inside the damn, like, echoing all through, like, they didn't have the sound rigged up right. Idiots. Nobody did almost. For the first, but thank God it wasn't God of War starting right out.
Yeah, I would have been pissed.
Yeah, but it wasn't, and they waited for that. So, I mean, Sony, it wasn't as big as last year, man. It wasn't as big and bombastic, you know what I'm saying? It just, like, you remember, like, Resident Evil 7, play the demo tonight. Now, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, thank you. Fuck, I can't say it. Was interesting seeing Arthur from Ghosts and Goblins in there and shit. I was like, whoa, okay. It looks like they're trying to do the Injustice thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But with the storyline, with the characters and stuff, I guess that's okay. That's what everybody has to play on PlayStation right now. They can play a demo of that, the story mode and stuff. And it was cool to see Dante, but I want to see Dante on Devil May Cry 5, man. I don't care. Fuck Monster Hunter. I'm serious. I was very, very let down. It's not going to stop me from buying a PS4. There's too many games, like I said, after I saw. Because I never played The Last of Us. I want to play that. And they have that remastered, and they have God of War 3 remastered, and then they have God of War, and then they have, Days Gone. There's enough to warrant buying a PlayStation 4 right now.
Yeah.
But notice there was no indie games almost at all. They didn't show nothing as far as indie games. Completely. I understand why. They're bringing out Spider-Man. They're working on an exclusive Spider-Man game. The swing looked good. The moves, the takedown moves look good. I was pretty happy with it. I was like, okay, this is cool. I mean, we're not going to get another Batman Arkham. I don't know if they're not going to announce. you're going to wait until next year for Arkham Insurgency or not. It's coming.
Oopsies.
But, to see Spider-Man do it was pretty cool. This looks better than a lot of Spider-Man games I've seen.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they beat Microsoft, obviously, because they had, God of War, and they had Spider-Man, and they had Days Gone, and they had, new original IPs. I mean, Days Gone is brand new. So,
I would call it close.
Really, I was really expecting, Sony to come firing and no relenting, but a lot of that was really man, that was boring.
Yeah.
Wait for the big stuff to come out, and then, but when they showed all their VR titles, God, I mean, it just was the audience kept going, it was not, it wasn't like the standing ovation you were expecting.
Yeah.
I was watching the audience, I'm like, wow, is everybody just getting jaded? Are we heading for a video game crash again? Like in 1983? Is the market getting so saturated where everybody's getting so jaded they're just going to be like, fuck video games. We're done with it. I mean, it's happened. I saw it happen in my lifetime, and I'm not saying it couldn't happen again. I hate to see it happen. I'm just saying it's weird. You see the faces of these gamers nowadays, and you're like, you can't please them, period. And you got to do better than what you did. Sony needs to do better than what it did, seriously, in my opinion. Microsoft needs to do better than what it did. I mean, the fact is now that let's talk about Ubisoft. It was great to see South Park. It was great to see get an October 17th release date. I was like, yes.
Uh-huh.
So Evil Within comes first, South Park second, and Wolfenstein third in October. That's great. I mean, that's everything.
Yeah, the Ubisoft one wasn't that great either, besides that.
I liked the Mario Rabbids game.
Yeah, the Mario Rabbids game looked really cool, actually.
Are you serious? I know.
Yeah.
That one bit. It was cutesy-pootsy all the way, but I mean, it's fine. I mean, you're into that.
It was actually because, I don't know if you've ever played XCOM before. Have you played X?
Stupid replica on his arm. Like, dude, just show the game. I have
Dude,
lost a lot of respect for Vika Miyamoto or whatever, but that's fine.
Have you ever played XCOM before?
Hated it.
That would explain it.
Yeah.
I don't like turn-based shooting games. You know what I'm saying? That's not my thing.
All right.
I personally, I love them. So.
Yeah, they're pretty good. I think they're pretty good.
They should have sold Far Cry 5. And,
yeah, but that was underwhelming, too. I was expecting that to be the big thing, and they spent how long on the Crew 2 and how long on something else.
Right. Oh, the Crew 2 was unnecessarily long. I'm like, who cares, man? I hated the first one. Driving. So it's like, first I thought, what, no, it's not Burnout. It's not violent enough. And it couldn't be because, like I said, it's Ubisoft. But Ubisoft, they are, and even like Assassin's Creed Origins, they didn't show much of that either. I think the most they showed on that was Microsoft's press conference, actually.
Yeah.
For the playthrough. And then they showed it after, I guess, they did a walkthrough of it and stuff. So, I mean, the interesting thing, I didn't mention to you guys last night, I was looking at the store on Xbox One, and Wolfenstein 2 has a season pass, which it never had before.
Oh, no.
There is going to be your Doom Wolfenstein crossover.
You think?
That's damn sure. Absolutely. They've never done that before, ever, with a Wolfenstein. It's not multiplayer, we know that. So, it's going to be another campaign, and it's going to be a crossover with Doom and Wolfenstein. It's funny, you read it, it says, we can't say what it is right now. We already know. It's already leaked. My one friend has a source like Kotaku that knows about it completely. They're just going to wait. That'll be the big bomb. So it's part of Doom next year with Wolfenstein.
Dude, I couldn't just imagine, the fucking Doom guy and fucking BJ Blazkowicz shooting Nazis and demons.
Yeah,
or demon Nazis.
Demon Nazis. See, that'd be cool.
Yeah, I have no problem with that. Hitler riding a cyber demon, I'd have no problem with that either. You know what I'm saying? They're both pretty much the same. They're both evil as fuck. Let's kill them both. But
yeah.
I found very interesting because there was a season pass not for Evil Within, but for Wolfenstein 2. And so there is DLC. There has never been DLC. It was always a standalone, like Old Blood. But when they did that standalone, it was going to be something completely different. I can guarantee you, next year, probably around next, I don't know, in summer or something, they're going to announce Doom Wolfenstein crossover. It's going to happen. Which, I mean, it just makes sense that they would put a season pass on it. That would be one of the big things. But didn't you say they were going to possibly show some of the DLC from Resident Evil 7? Yeah, they're not about to show that yet.
I don't remember saying that. I think that was you who said that last night.
But I know that Shenmue 3 is still being worked on. Won't be till like next holiday, so we got a whole other year on that. So I want to make sure, like, Days Gone, if I buy an Xbox, if I buy a PS4, there's got to be at least 2 or 3 games out.
Yeah.
I don't want to buy one in one go. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to just buy a game for just God of War. So, but like I said, with The Last of Us remastered, I'd play that, plus God of War remastered, remastered. But the Shadow of the Colossus is the least wanted thing tonight. Nobody asked for that at all. And I guess people were like all excited. There's kind of a lukewarm response to it, but nobody was like, oh! Nobody stood up, you know?
I initially thought it was going to be like a sequel.
Yeah.
Blew it out the door last year.
We thought it was going to be a sequel, and
Yeah, until it went on longer.
The problem is that they're milking that series really hard. It's awful.
They were all the original ones from the original game. Yeah, there was no difference. So, you know, for me, I'm like, you know, I guess, you know, however it goes. Sony did not as great as I thought they were going to do tonight, and Microsoft didn't do as good as I thought they were going to do. Everybody's kind of been in it this year. There are good games on both sides. You know, it's good to own both consoles, but really, I don't think anything's going to be good on PS4 until next year.
Yeah.
God of War starts it off. Then Days Gone didn't have a release date, did it? It was just boom.
No, it was just boom, I think.
It was freaking had barbed wire tangled up in it, and it was freaking, oh dude, that shit was scary as hell looking. But, yeah, I like the, to me, it's kind of like what I wanted The Last of Us to be. Except they're like plant monsters or something in The Last of Us, whatever you call it, the things. But, well, I played both of them, actually. Last of Us and Days Gone both have that kind of feel to them. The Uncharted thing, nah, I'm not interested in that at all. And like I said, but it was good to hear the theme again from God of War. They're keeping the theme exactly as it was. Like, yes, good, I love that music. And the thing about, you know, the boy and stuff, it was funny how did you see how he came across the jar with the Blades of Chaos and stuff?
Yeah.
On it with like an old version of him, so obviously these guys know who he is. These Norse guys.
Yeah.
He's Olympus and everything, and like, you know, so it's kind of disappointing when you can see like a major boss with that big ass fucking sea serpent that wanted to help him was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I was like, I know that's not a boss. That would have eaten him alive right now. We'd be already in a fight. So, yeah, everybody's surprised there was no Bloodborne 2. There was no. Yeah, I mean, you know, Sony. Spider-Man looks good though. That's definitely going to be on my list, I think. Spider-Man looks fun enough to play, and so yeah, there's about 6 or 7 games for PS4. But I'm keeping my Xbox One and my Xbox 360 down. There's no, you know. It's like there's enough. I'm just glad everything this year is Xbox. Everything next year for the first part of the half of that year is all PlayStation for me.
Yeah.
Much. And so there's a time for both of them, so you don't have to like. Because it would suck if God of War was coming out in November. They did show Call of Duty. What did you think Call of Duty?
I thought it looked good. Surprisingly.
Yeah. Just imagine if God of War was in October.
I was like, all right, there we go. I saw some legs being blown off and shit, and you saw how they have the cross. Those are only placeholders. Those iron crosses. Those are going to be swaps. They're finished game. Just shown universally around the globe. But yeah, Ardennes Forest, all the areas of where it takes place. I mean, I just signed up for the beta. I've had the thing for about a month, and I forgot. I got to go and sign up for the beta. So when it starts, I'll let you know how it's going. You know, it should be like July or August or something. But yeah, this is a quick conference, actually. Usually they, it's funny, I went back and watched, what was it 2015? I think it was 2015. And it was just such a bad, that was the one where they're doing the move thing, and he's like, oh, what are you going to do, Jeremy? Oh, nice job, Jeremy. He like shoots like the target, and like, it's something so obvious, it's just like, this, and when they did the spellbook thing, do you remember that? And they took like 30 minutes on this stupid way the PlayStation move and make a spell book and spells out of it.
I don't remember that.
Dude. I think it was for Fable. No, it wasn't for Fable. It was for Harry Potter, I think.
Yeah, it was horrible. Horrible. That game bombed so bad. The point is, at least Sony just fired out. They didn't even have the developers come up and talk on stage at all.
Yeah.
You know, there's no live demos. It was all just boom.
That's what we were talking about. There was like no spot for us to talk in between. really. We had to talk over the entire thing if we wanted to.
Yeah.
Thundered down through it, and but there was enough there to make me say, I like what Microsoft's got this year, and I like what Sony's got next year. Simple as that. And that's, like I said, I'm not stupid. I'm not missing God of War, and I'm not missing Days Gone. And I wish I like Days Gone. Oh, Days Gone's another zombie game. No, it looks better than State of Decay 2, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Without a doubt, I'm sorry, it does. And then it's just like, and then the human element that can kill you as well. I mean, there's definitely, I'm not a fan of the quick time. That's press triangle to, at the right time. I mean, but I guess you got to do some of that. And that's just how it is. Overall, I guess that's it. E3's done. Now it's just everybody's playing games on the floor. All the press conferences are done. Nintendo already had their direct thing, I was told, I think a week ago or something like that.
No, they had a Pokemon Direct.
Yeah.
They only featured Pokemon stuff.
They're not even doing an E3? Seriously?
They never do. Pokemon's never been at E3.
Okay.
Yeah, they've never...
What do you guys think about Skyrim VR?
Trash.
Yeah, I agree. It's great for the VR players who just wish that VR would become what it really needs to be, because it's not. Who are we kidding, guys? If you can't walk and run and jump like you can in the game, it ain't VR yet. It's placeholder VR. And it's like, I'd love to see that happen. But, it's just, we're not there yet. The technology won't allow for it.
They need VR like they had in the Yu-Gi-Oh! TV show, where they're actually in the game just laying down.
Yeah.
Man, is what you're talking, and that was what? That was '93, so we're talking 27 years ago. What they depicted what VR was going to be like, it's still not there yet. That's saying something. Good Lord! With all these processors, all the powers, all these machines, but I really don't want them to focus on VR. I want them to focus on games, and
Yeah.
some mostly did. What did you guys like the Detroit Almost Human game thing? Because I
thought it looked interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd say I like it yet, but it looked interesting.
Yeah.
Storyline, if you could actually play the game and not have to choose shit, you know what I'm saying? And actually, have, full control over it, and not have to choose what you do that affects the story, and, it should be what you do that affects the story. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can pass without making that decision. You just don't shoot the person. But it breaks from the reality when you have to make three choices on the spot. Wow, you're breaking right in the middle. So it's an intense moment, making you have to make three choices. That's David Cage, man. That's what he does. Quantum Dreams always done that. And like I said, some people like it. Great, good for them. It's very good. A lot of people are like, "Oh, maybe stupid for bashing Uncharted." Dude, sorry, Tomb Raider is my Uncharted. That's it. Even though I'm going to have a PlayStation 4, you should probably just no interest in it. There's just certain games I have an interest in, and that's what I'm playing, using the PlayStation 4 for. So,
I didn't think Uncharted looked good.
Luckily, it wasn't like nothing was shown on either side. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm most excited for Cuphead off Microsoft's camp, to be honest with you. More than Crackdown 3 at this point. Seriously, if they didn't show the multiplayer, they're going to show that multiplayer soon, they said. Probably Tokyo Game Show where you'll see the massive destruction. But that's only in multiplayer.
Yeah.
Bringing the whole buildings down and stuff. We got enough. October is, from 4 games that end September go right to the end. That end September go right to the end of October. We got what? Cuphead, Evil Within 2, South Park, and Wolfenstein 2. I'm happy for the year. Not even Call of Duty, World War 2, and what was the other game? The Crackdown 3, I guess. And there was something else coming out. Oh, Battlefront 2. There's too much, man. I got to skip and put some stuff next year. I'm just not going to do all that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like...
All right.
Favorite 2 or 3 games from all of E3 so far?
Favorite 2 or 3 games from all of E3 so far?
Big Cuphead. Sorry, just the loyalist, because I know how good that game's going to be. Cuphead, Wolfenstein 2, Evil Within 3. I think the ones from September to October are my favorites. Seriously. Because it's like I said, those 4 games: Cuphead, South Park, Evil Within 2, and Wolfenstein 2. That's
I think
of the year.
mine's got to be Wolfenstein and Evil Within 2.
Yeah.
Well, so what grade would you give the Sony press conference?
I would give that a C-, like a D, actually.
Whoa! You mean Microsoft did better?
Yeah, I think so. They had a lot more varying shit, and they had a lot more games that just caught my eye. This time, I was falling asleep.
they didn't have the technical issue
I
either.
like little indie games that, they're $10 and $20 from these little independent developers, because some of the games I play, whether it's, what was it, Tembo the Badass Elephant, which was like a variation of Sonic, was a real fun game, or, just Layers of Fear, just something different that's smaller, it costs less, but there was nothing like that on Sony's campus. There was no indie games that I saw.
It's because I don't think Sony's ever been big on indie. If you look on the PlayStation Store, you look, there's not many indie games there. There's like 1 or 2, maybe 3.
So we're agreeing, all of us are agreeing that Microsoft did better than Sony. Wow.
You agree?
Ooh, that's bad.
Yeah, I would say I agree.
EA was the worst of all, I think, this year.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
definitely, without a doubt.
Ubisoft beat that shit without a doubt. I mean, I'm dead serious on that. I was like, wow. What'd you think of Beyond? Oh, we didn't talk about Beyond Good and Evil 2. What'd you think of that?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
We didn't see any gameplay footage, but if it's like that, because I hated the original. It was just too... God, I tried to play it, man, and I couldn't do it. It's just too...
Yeah, I know. You don't like collectathon games, you said.
Man, for its time. Now, if there's more action where you're like the monkey swinging around, working the cop like Blade Runner style and stuff,
in Beyond Good and Evil, you played as Jade the girl.
Do you hear him say that? This is before Beyond Good and Evil.
Oh, it is? I didn't hear them say that.
She was born. I think it's her mother. You're seeing that girl in the actual trailer. That's her mother. So that's going to be interesting, and see how the whole reptile world and everything, like the whole mutant world, I think they call them crossbreeds, subhumans, the creatures that are human, but yet creatures as well, like the pigs and stuff like that. So that was an interesting. They finally showed it after years and years and years of talking about it. You remember that, right? And that's for 10 years, I think.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
But
yeah, cool.
I think
on stage and presented it. You remember that? He's like, "Oh my god, I finally get to show this." It was cool.
Like I said, I think that was a cinematic trailer. I don't.
There was no footage there.
And I really, I don't. The problem is, I hope they don't take this hyper realistic turn, because like the first Beyond Good and Evil wasn't hyper realistic. It had a cartoon edge to it, and it was just gross to look at the fucking pig and stuff. It was like really disgusting.
Yeah, it's supposed to be, and they want you to be grossed out by them. But as far as how about the biggest surprise of the year besides like the newest IP or whatever, something like Blue? I would definitely go with the Anthem. I thought Anthem was really cool.
Nah.
I thought I was gonna hate it, and I didn't. I'm like, I'd play this. It was like one of those things where I'm like, yeah, I'd probably play this. That's just for me. It was nice to see, because they were. You saw the Destiny hype. I'm like, I could care less.
Yeah.
About Destiny 2. I'm over that.
The biggest surprise for me so far was Spider-Man.
Was what?
Spider-Man.
Yeah, Jerry says the biggest surprise for him was Spider-Man. I think I might have to agree.
Well, it was coming, but I mean, yeah, it's
I had no idea.
But as far as unannounced, kind of like, but yeah. So, has anybody have anybody been chiming in on the comments or anything?
Most of our views have been coming in after we put these up.
That's what I'm saying. But have you had any comments?
Not really. No.
Not yet.
All right, that's cool. Well, let me know.
All right.
Let's see what people are thinking. But as far as, being an elder gamer here, it wasn't the worst E3 ever. That definitely happened in 2011. That was just bad, dude. Remember, Microsoft was all about the Kinect. And, oh, God, Nintendo was all about the Wii. Oh, Lord, it's just so motion gimmick.
I think that was the last time Nintendo did a press conference.
Some mature games are coming back out.
Probably.
Yeah. But that's it. I wouldn't give it a D+. I'd give it a C. I'd give it a C+. I'd give Microsoft a B+. There we go. That's it.
I really was not feeling Sony's at all. Like I said, there's a couple things here and there that rise its grade up, but the technical issues, the lack of engagement with anyone. We didn't see any developers come on screen.
Yes.
We didn't see anyone talk about any of their games. It was unfortunate. It was the worst because
that's not.
You remember the Resident Evil 7 reveal last year? Nobody knew. Nobody fucking had a clue what that was.
Go ahead.
And all of a sudden, there's Resident Evil 7 played the demo tonight. I'm like, you lucky motherfuckers. I was like, God damn it. And but at least it was coming out I thought it was exclusive to Sony. I'm like, oh, no. No way that was Resident Evil 7 exclusive. But, Yeah, there was a lot more hype last year. It was crazy. You know what I mean? Like,
Jerry's got something to say.
It had to do with what you said, Kim.
What? Go ahead.
The fact that developers weren't coming out, that's not exactly a bad thing, but they didn't give time for the audience to even respond to
but
anything.
it feels disconnected. Like they don't give a shit. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's what I'm saying. It's like,
Developers came out from Microsoft. They talked about, Assassin's Creed. They talked about, and like I said, when they come out and say, this is a game we're working on, we're showing you a little bit of this, we hope you enjoy it. Boom. At least they're like...
yeah, it's more like a transitional piece, because being bombarded constantly.
I agree that it's nice to see them come out, but in moderation, too. Like, I'm glad it wasn't a bombardment of them.
I
think they could have used a few.
Too far. It was like, okay, guys, not every single developer needs to come out during your thing, for whatever little game you're doing. But I didn't get to see, I didn't talk to you about this, but No Way Out is done by the guys who did Brothers. That's an instant sale for me. Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons was amazing. And they know how to do, like, co-op. Did you play it?
Nah.
I've actually played a little bit of it myself.
No. You gotta finish it, dude. It's a gut punch. It is such a gut punch. Seriously. It's done so well. And it mixes the Norse mythology where it's set with... It's one of the best games, seriously. I was really... Once I found out they're doing No Way Out, or A Way Out, I'm fully in. I'm like, buying it for sure.
Oh, I've been trying to get Cameron to play it with me.
Well, Brothers, you can't. You got to play it with your right and left animal.
Yeah, you have one person grab both sides and you play co-op.
I guess if you want to do it like that.
That's the reason I don't want to do it like that. That's the reason I don't want to play it.
You'll learn. It's not that hard, but it's tricky. Like when the guy's hanging himself and you have to hold him up with the one left trigger and then climb the tree with the right hand and undo the rope so he doesn't hang himself. That's cool shit. The game gets getting grimmer and grimmer, man. Really dark. Darker than you ever imagined. And that's what I think Brothers, for me, gets its sale, where I'm like, anything this team makes, I'll buy. Because it was such a great... My dad actually sat... my dad visits me sometimes. He sat and watched me play through the entire game in one go. That's how much he plays. And he's not even a gamer. And by the end, he was applauding. That was fantastic. I'm like, yeah, I know. It's just such a freaking gut punch. And it's so... The feels, man, is just... I wasn't crying, but I'm just like, it's deep, man. It hits hard. Stuff that happens, and it's like brilliant how they did it. So, yeah, I'm very excited about A Way Out. I need to see... Did they actually demonstrate it? Because I actually go watch the demonstration.
No, it's just a trailer.
Really? I'm going to try and look at the trailer, because I do know you can hold up, like, when they actually make it, like, when you get out of prison, you hold up a store to get money so you can, like, actually get further to where you need to go, and you can't shoot anybody. You shoot your gun in the air so everybody hits the floor. It's warning shots. So they're not going to make it like, oh my god, it's like, this is hatred, you gun everybody down. It's not what this is about. It's about getting away from the cops, period. Going into hiding and actually successfully escaping. So I like that idea. It's only online co-op or couch co-op. You can't play it ambidextrous like Brothers. And I'm like, that's good. I mean, I have no problem with that. I have several people I'd love to play that game with, so we'll see what happens. But yeah.
All right.
But yeah, overall, that's it, man. E3's done, and I mean, everybody will be playing games for the next couple of days. I'm sure they're reporting in on how the games are playing and stuff.
Is Nintendo having their own showcase or no?
Nintendo's doing a 25-minute showcase tomorrow.
Oh,
followed by an hour of announcements during Treehouse Live.
Was it direct?
Yeah. They don't do the presentations anymore.
Oh, okay.
Because I'd like to see it. I want to see if they're going to... I know for a fact... Let me tell you something. One thing Nintendo is not getting. Three things Nintendo's not getting. One is Cuphead, 2 is Evil Within 2, and 3 is Wolfenstein 2. No way I can either. None of those. I'm like, man, if you want to Switch, make sure it's your secondary console, because the good shit you're going to miss. Simple as that. So...
Possibly.
But, yeah, like I said, I don't think Switch is going to conquer the Earth in the next year. It ain't happening. They're holding it better than doing than the Wii U, which was just atrocious. They could have never brought it out. But Nintendo does what Nintendo wants. You know what I'm saying? They don't care. They follow their own path, and that's fine. But at least everybody came out with something swinging this year and had something to show. So that's good. So on that mark, it's over. It's done. For the Tokyo Game Show, maybe they'll announce some more stuff. We'll see Crackdown multiplayer, and definitely not sour on getting Crackdown, not at all. Just, like I said, there's a lot of games that are more important to me than that right now.
Yeah.
And luckily they're all coming out in October, man. You can't beat that. Seriously.
Yeah, I think this is the point we'll let you go because we got to wrap it up. We got to get to bed soon.
I appreciate you guys having me on this year. I hope I didn't over talk. I just, like I said,
No.
It always feels good, and I feel honored to be part of this, man. Because you guys, I really care what you guys think out there too. You know, what you guys, how you guys perceive it, because everybody perceives it differently. So, cool, man. Have a good year. We'll see you next year for E3, man.
Yep.
All right, man. Talk to you later.
Yep. See ya.
Take it easy. So, post-discussion thing that we've been doing. What are your takes on some of Sony's stuff? Like
that was like
that we didn't talk about with Man. Like
there was literally nothing.
Monster Hunter. He really didn't dive on that too much. What do you think of Monster Hunter? Not being just Nintendo.
I don't give a shit about it not being just Nintendo.
I think it's a real big blow to Nintendo.
It could be, but in all honesty, it's not really. I don't know how well Monster Hunter did on Nintendo consoles.
Pretty well actually.
So, I do know that the original Monster Hunter was on the PlayStation 2. I do know that there was a PSP release. So it's not like they're just jumping ship and going to some place they haven't been before. They've been on the Sony consoles before. Like I said, I can't be excited for it. It looks cool.
Yeah.
I always wanted to try a Monster Hunter game. I don't have. Like I said, I have one for the PSP, but I can't play handhelds because they hurt my hands.
Yeah. I don't know. Marvel vs. Capcom, like, I really did like the little nod to Rocket Raccoon and Dante there. I really liked that. I thought that was. I don't want to say cute because it wasn't cute, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Like I said,
I'm a bit of a sucker for stuff like that, and like as far as E3 is on a whole so far because it isn't actually over yet.
That's the thing that I think is confusing about how Nintendo's doing this. Are they actually having E3 showcase?
Yes.
Okay, that might be why, because he thought they were doing a treehouse or some kind of direct and it was already done. That's why I kept saying that.
Well, I think they made a mistake of doing Pokemon when they did.
Yeah.
They should have done it last month, the Pokemon Direct, just to keep it a little bit more spaced out from E3.
Yeah.
But what they're doing, they're not going to have like a big stage presentation. They don't do that anymore because almost primarily all of them are Japanese. They have to have a translator, and as you saw with Ubisoft, you have to have Miyamoto talk. Then Paxton talks, then Miyamoto talks, then Paxton talks. The way that they do the directs and the showcase, they'll have the Japanese person speaking. You'll kind of faintly hear him, but you'll hear the translator talking over him saying what he's saying. So you hear the English, and you just see that the Japanese guy's talking too.
Right, like they did at the Nintendo Switch launch.
Yeah, like they did there. It'd be pretty much exactly like that. That's how they do it. And ever since the Wii catastrophe with the Wii band stuff, I don't think they've done a live presentation since. Because they can control the technical issues, they can redo takes if need be, they show what they want to show, no accidental showing like they almost had at E3 last year with Breath of the Wild, because someone put in the wrong copy of the game. They were supposed to put in a demo copy of the game, but they put in a full retail copy, and they almost showed off part of the game. Like cutscenes and stuff that weren't supposed to be shown.
Uh-huh.
They had to quickly cut away and break the feed. But doing it the way they're doing it, they're going to have all the announcements, everything controlled in their little 25-minute direct.
But can I ask you, are they going to have a live audience to witness that shit?
No, they don't do the live audience stuff anymore. Instead of devoting their space to getting a stage and whatnot, they put more demos on the floor. More places to play demos.
So let me ask you, are they going to shoot it at the Nintendo headquarters or possibly America or Japan?
Yes, that's what they do. They shoot it there. It's probably been filmed for a couple weeks now and been ready to go. And they'll show it on the floor. Like, it'll be playing on the big screens on the floor, probably everywhere around Nintendo stuff. So there is technically live people watching it, but they're not showing that. They focus mostly on the games. They don't really care what the audience is feeling. I don't want to say they don't care about the audience, but you know what I mean.
They're a corporation; they don't care.
Well, for the most part.
But, for
like the
pragmatic reasons, they care.
Microsoft, Sony, Ubisoft, all of them cut to the audience a bunch of times, see their reactions. That's not what it's about Nintendo stuff. They just want to get the games out there. They want to keep going. Stuff like that.
But I mean, even Sony very briefly did that. The only times they really
Sony cut to the audience every single time, every in-between trailer.
right, but it was
last for long enough.
Not only that, they had a bunch of stupid bullshit going on, so it wasn't an actual cut to the audience. It was just a stupid ass effect on them.
I did not like Sony's presentation. I thought theirs was probably. I think theirs is the way the E3 showcase should go for Nintendo, like rapid fire. But hear from people a little bit in between, not a lot. Like I think Microsoft, a few of them kind of went a little too long, not horribly long, but like that whole 9/11 thing. I don't mean to make the joke again, but that was pointless. What was the point? Like
you could say that was the 9/11 of the entire E3.
No, that was EA. EA was just awful. Like, EA was what you don't want to do at E3. They're the cookie-cutter example of what not to do. I think Bethesda has probably been the best show so far.
Yeah. They've had the best...
Not necessarily the best games. I mean, they might have had the most popular in your opinion.
Most popular, in my opinion. No,
Wolfenstein.
The best, in my opinion.
Whatever. But on a whole, they had a lot of bad games there, though. They only 3 of the games they showed were good. That's less than half of what they showed. Skyrim Switch, I wouldn't say it's good. It's just another Skyrim. Like, it's not... I like the Amiibo support showing off. And apparently they're going to add in some minor motion controls for the Joy-Cons. Optional, hopefully.
Yeah.
And, that's all well and good. But it's still just Skyrim, Doom VFR... It's VR. Fallout VR. It's VR. Elder Scrolls Online is awful. Elder Scrolls Legends and Skyrim Legends awful. Skyrim Switch, it's just Skyrim again.
Yeah.
Dishonored awful. And then it was Quake Champions, Evil Within 2, and Wolfenstein 2. But their overall presentation was better. With the Bethesda land. I loved that. I thought that was
the best...
transition thing.
I think it was the best presentation. I don't necessarily... You're right. They did have a lot of shitty things to show. Yeah. But I think that the originality of their presentation and the originality of specifically the Evil Within 2 trailer, that was fucking nuts. Really made it the best for me. At the same
time, though, Xbox, they had... which one was it? All their trailers for Microsoft were fairly good. Like, none of them were bad.
Yeah.
They didn't have a single bad trailer with Microsoft. And the ones that were kind of bad were short. Like Minecraft, they didn't dive into that too long. They just kind of put it out there, let the guy, it was a lady, let the lady mention, there's going to be a texture pack specifically for the Xbox One X.
Yeah.
To showcase how much more powerful it is.
Yeah.
Which... That's good. You're promoting your console more than the game. It's just the game's just showing it off.
Yeah.
Like, nothing from Microsoft really felt like... Super Lucky's Tale, that was bad. Granted, it's just a kiddies game. It'd probably be fine if it wasn't for that Conquer tease at the beginning with the tail.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for that, I probably wouldn't hate it so much. And I liked with Sony that little mouse game. Like, it's VR, but I think it's a clever take on VR. I think it's not just a first-person shooter.
I think it was a very good idea for VR. But it's VR.
Yeah, it's still VR. But I think if you're going to do VR, do it differently. Don't just do another shooter game. Or another adventure game that you're not actually moving in. It's a point-and-click. You're looking down, you're watching the mouse, guiding him through... I guess you could call it a maze. You're guiding the mouse. And I like that. I think that's clever.
Mm-hmm.
I would never get it because I don't like VR.
Yeah.
But if you're going to do it differently like that. Spider-Man was awesome.
Yeah.
Honestly, I really liked the Spider-Man game. Probably my favorite thing from E3 aside from the 3 Bethesda games.
Yeah.
It's probably my dark horse so far.
What is?
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really like that. I liked the comedy. I liked the action. I liked the look. I liked the white on the Spider-Man suit. I mean,
It looked pretty
it was
okay.
a little jarring at first, but he shoots white webs. It's
Right, but Spider-Man's always had the black outline since the beginning.
he still had the black outline. It was just it
But
looked
the
like
s-
armor over it,
Yeah.
as opposed to part of the costume. Like it looked like something enhancing his costume, not part of his costume.
Right.
Like it, I think it's like all customizable armor or stuff, something for him to make him stronger. Because I think it's potentially based loosely on the movie. Because if I'm not mistaken, the movie is going to have Iron Man in it, so there's going to be some kind of technical upgrades to Spider-Man. Which in the comics there is technical upgrades to Spider-Man. He's not just a boy in a suit. Like he has technology behind him as well. Yeah, he has superpowers, but he does have technology behind him. The web shooters are not actually his web.
Yeah.
So, there's that. I've liked E3 on the whole so far. EA was the biggest sour note, though.
I think
They
in
hit the brown note.
in my opinion, EA really made the rest of E3 a drag for me. Like,
EA did?
yeah,
How?
I don't know. It's just ever since we watched the EA press conference, I've just been like so uninterested in most things, other than the Bethesda showcase and God of War. I don't know. It just seemed like that was like the
God of
omen.
War, I don't know. I didn't like the trailer.
I
Like, the game looks good, but I didn't like the trailer at all.
yeah, it was a little discombobulated.
Yeah. I think they could have done better for a God of War trailer than that.
Yeah.
I think the initial God of War trailer was better than that.
I think the problem is that they're trying to show you more of the relationship between Kratos and this boy, and it's
Which, that's something to discover while you're playing, not the stuff to show in the trailers. Like, it's not a game like The Walking Dead where that's what the game is, so showcase it.
yeah.
It's still an action game, isn't it?
It better fucking be.
Like, I hope they don't take a ton of action away from it just to, oh, kid, oh, Kratos, daddy.
But that was one of my main fears. I was afraid that they're gonna turn this fucking great franchise and turn it into a Last of Us thing because look, Last of Us did so great, and that's what everyone wants.
I don't mind, like, if they take a little bit, but to primarily shift it that way is bad. Like, taking a little bit more time to actually, discover who Kratos is, but still keeping the action in the game is good.
They've done that already, though.
Yeah, but not, like, him having a son.
No, they showcase quite heavily that he regrets killing his family.
Oh, yeah, well, duh. And this is his second chance, which I think is a good time to pour more into his character. But not at the expense of what the game series is. I don't think you should be changing the direction of the series to focus on what Kratos is now in his second chance and how he can basically redeem himself, I guess you could say,
Yeah.
for killing his family. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've never really played much of the God of War games, but I don't think they should be changing the core concept of, like, action and fun.
Yeah. I gave you God of War 1. You have it on PlayStation 2. I bought it for you.
Yeah, I've tried a little bit of it. I haven't really played it a ton. Oh man, dude, I don't have time.
It's if you don't look for secrets and shit, it's a short game.
I can imagine. But I'm a secret guy.
Yeah.
That's why I like playing portable games more than I should now.
But that's the thing. Like, if we do play God of War for the channel, which I think may be the next game, I'm not sure. The thing is, possibly, what's going to end up happening is I happen to know the locations of all the Gorgon eyes and shit.
Sort of like I happen to know the location of heart pieces and Ocarina and Majora's Mask.
So the problem then becomes, do I let you go on without them?
No. You treat me the way I treated you. It's only fair. Because we haven't really played a game that you know like the back of your hand, really. Together, anyway. I mean, we've played Ocarina of Time, Silent Hill 2, then it was Majora's Mask.
Yeah.
Then been uploaded to our channel yet, and this is going right up afterwards. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. E3 has been interesting.
Yeah. I mean, when it does come time to play God of War, I don't know how I'm going to take watching you play it. Like, I'd imagine you'd do better, but I don't know what difficulty we should play it on.
Middle.
You're going to get your ass jacked.
Not necessarily.
I think you will.
I'm not terrible at video games.
I'm not saying you're terrible at video games. It's just I think bosses are what's going to fucking...
I think the first boss I'll have a bit of a struggle with, but after that I think I'll get the hang of it.
The bosses are kind of radically different in a lot of ways.
Now, we got 10 minutes left. I think we should kind of stop talking about E3 for a little bit and actually talk about our channel.
Yeah.
Because we've been inactive for a while until this.
Yeah.
We have stuff done, but not enough done.
The problem is that, like, the stuff that we're doing tomorrow has put me rock bottom. I'm the reason Playing with Power has helped been holding back.
Completely, not the only reason. Up until last month, well, no, last month included, actually, my job has been crazy because we can't hold on to anybody. We keep losing people. I keep having to work Saturdays, so we can't even record our games together.
Yeah,
like our time for that is next to nothing because I am also starting to develop more interest in my channel with what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
So I do want time to do my channel, but we need time for ours. But work has been taking that from me.
Uh-huh.
We finally seem to be getting to a point where my work is bottoming out. Like it's evening out. After tomorrow, hopefully Cameron's stuff is bottoming out and getting better.
Oh, I hope they don't go, oh, we need some extra time. I would rip my testicle hair out. I'd be so upset. That might get me what I want, though. Considering.
Yeah, I gotta say, if you do that on camera, they might decide, hey, not on camera. Wow. If you do that, well, actually, no, it's over Skype, right?
I honestly don't know.
Well, they might just say, never mind, you have it. But
I don't want none of this. Just stop, please.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't think we should spend the whole 10 minutes on it because I actually have to go in a couple minutes.
I have to take a monster mega shit.
Yeah, well, that's TMI. But we're trying to work on getting together not together, like online together.
Yeah.
So we can do Batman and Pokemon. Both have already been started on our channel. And we're going to try and do those more before we start posting stuff.
Yeah. And
we haven't done a co-op game yet. At all. We don't know what we're really going to do even for a co-op game. I mean, I have an idea now. Gnawman really wants you to play that Brothers game.
Dude, I'm not holding on to a controller like that. It's too close.
Really just like that.
No.
But, hopefully we can figure something out.
Yeah.
Because we got to get our channel back up. Like, this is fun to do. I enjoy recording with him. We just got to have the time and the motivation. And the wiener sauce, if that's what Cameron's into. So I think that's the place we can end this up.
Yeah, because like I said, it's birthing.
What?
It's birthing.
Breaching. Thank you so much for watching.
Yep, thank you.
We are going to be doing a Nintendo thingy tomorrow at some point, hopefully.
Yeah.
It's just Nintendo we got to do now.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm so glad it's only Nintendo because I want to fucking play something other than Overwatch.
I want to see Nintendo stuff. I'm intrigued by what Nintendo could offer.
Yeah.
So, yep. We'll be leaving it here now.
Yep.
Bye.